mid cap. So GB Group, I quite like. It's almost a little. I'm a bit worried here about falling in love with the story a bit. But it's it was a bit of a darling. But they come unstuck because they verify, do fraud, verification, location, all that stuff. They were scoring the worst on stock scores. I didn't really understand why, and I realized what it was. They made an acquisition they overpaid for, and I was watching it, and also they were doing very well in the crypto boom like a few years back. Know your customer. They can identify it by location verification. They got huge customers. I said IBM, Volvo. So anywhere basically on a website where you ask to verify who you are or where your location is, and all that, your identity, your location, it's a good chance it's GBG software being used. You know, because they're very well known, very avoid fraud, and they were big in the crypto space for a long time. Um, so I quite like it because they are based on. I mean, they said customers have reined in a little bit, but I think a recovery play will go well here. When people feel a bit more bullish about spending, I think it could. But it's highly rated, and it's not cheap. Um, that's a silly thing, really. I almost break my rules. But what is it? 30th of June. Right? It's often worth looking at. Yeah, this is that thing that's. I mean, you see, operating cash flow, but you see, it's a 815 million EV. So they got debt, which again, I'm the cash there, but you can see a little bit of dividend. But operating cash flow is good. Um, they're not expensive. And this is this impairment I was talking about, the loss thing. They made an impairment. They made an acquisition here. They got a bit of debt here. Gross gearing, current ratio is fine. Efficiency is going to be 70% margins. But going forward, I see 60% probably in Q3. The chart looks good. I liked it because it's one of the things I put metrics on that are quite high, but the brokers' targets are higher than that. And I thought, oh, I don't know. But look at this. They've come down from a long way. They've come down from like 955 pence, 955 down to 281. And now, ladies and gentlemen, we have the golden cross right there. So it'd be nice if I'm just 1% down on these, but it'd be nice if it could break this now. It needs to get above this sort of level here, which is it's flirting with. But I think we can see that safely say that was a low, and this is a change. I love that chart. It's like when you see that there. I think was it takeover bid. I think takeover bid here at this level here at £6, and yet they've improved since then. So I quite like this. Didn't work out the takeover bid. Uh, I quite like the recovery here. I'm not that convinced on the valuations yet. I mean, the growth is it's a play on the economy essentially. The more people spending, the more verification needed, the more identity fraud, all that stuff. So it's a very good company. And in fact, one of the fund managers was chatting to Paul Hill recently. Said it's one of the best in the world, their technology. So I quite like it. I think it's one of those companies. If it gets it right, it could go on, revisit those highs, and maybe further. Hopefully, that's what I'm thinking. Hydrogen companies, AFC. Yeah, they should. Yeah, SB Bank. Yeah, yeah. Well, ITM did today, didn't it? Because it literally showed it wasn't far off his cash, and their cash burn had gone down by half. Um, but even though I still think, even with 250 million of cash, I don't think they get the profitability. I will have to look at the broker note maybe. Um, uh, yeah. So that's GBG. Anyway, these are regarded as they are regarded as darlings. Really, look at that. That's from open to get. This was another from 30 pence, so 80 pence now. Done a phenomenal rise. I'm hoping they'll regain that. It may take a while, but I'm hoping they'll perform there and get back up there. 950 down to 280. So who knows? It's a bit of a thought provoking, but it's a good business. Learning technologies, again, another one of those ones. In fact, I was aware of this when I talked about Paul actually on Hot Stocks. And again, this is one of these highly rated, highly regarded companies, and they retrain people. If you in big corporations, if you have to, retraining, upskilling, and all that stuff, they do this. They models one of the biggest in the world. So they are a fast-growing workplace digital learning and talent management market. They offer large organizations a new approach to learning and talent business. So our portfolio, let's look at that. Okay, that's what they use. I don't understand. But let's have a look at the thing for this again. I think oddly, I did chat to Paul about these. He said, "Tell me when this is looking good in the chart." I said, "Okay." I said, "Now," because he likes these. I don't know if he bought any, but it's sort of it's a little bit more early stage than GB Group. It's just about crossing that 200-day moving average. I quite like that. It spikes above and tries to stay above there. What's I got a, is it a flag? I think it's called bull flag. So it's closing pretty much at recent highs. And they've come out with like I said, GBG Group came out with a trading statement. I quite like they're drawn to these. They came out with a trading statement, say inline trading basically, because they've had a bit of a knock because that cryptocurrency slackened off. I think now though, with ETFs and all that, and cryptocurrency back on the ball a bit, I think they may get even more work than that again. But third quarter end reflect the continue of the trend report in the first half. As a result, progress delivered from our efficiency and simplification. The board is confident in meeting 2024. So they're confident of that, meeting 2024 forecasts. Hopefully they can improve on that. April is when the full results come out. Plenty of time. And also with LTG. Thing with these, well, companies are a couple of quid rather than pennies. Stop losses work a lot better. It's a lot more sort of fully a trading update. The board expects to deliver group revenues for not less than 560 in line with market consensus. That's what you want, in line, or beating. It's CTA Automotive beat. As previously indicated, revenue declined by 2% on an organic basis, but they said EBITDA not less than 98 million in line with consensus. Their margin up a little bit. They got net debt as well, so they're reducing that. All that stuff. But do your own research. It's where is LTG again? LTG. It's a revenue growth there. It's at 131% last year. And again, this has a lot to do with the economy. When people are it's be looking ahead. When people sort of stop laying off or people are upskilling more, it's a little bit economy linked. So they are both sort of recovery plays over a longer term view, a mid-term view. I think if interest rates are coming down, if the language from the Fed is quite dovish, stocks it's going to rally because it's looking forward. So value's okay. So they have got net debt, but they are operating cash flow, 20 million is fine. I've got upside there of 75% pretty much. But as yet, it's not as it's not the momentum isn't as strong as GB Group yet. It needs to get above that, carry on. But 50-day maybe coming up. But hopefully it's early days. Hopefully that's a low. Who knows? As I've got a stop loss in about here, I think 65. So we'll know for what. In fact, I could probably raise it up a little bit, but give it a bit of breathing space.